Hello, I'm Carlos Navas-Vallejo from the Department of Translation and Interpreting of the University of Granada, Spain. Today I'm here to talk about how museum audio description can become an educational tool to promote sustainability in higher education. Audio description is a modality of translation which provides access to films and museums for people with visual impairments. In the case of museums, we translate from images into words all the visual information, such as the artwork, its location in the room, and many other details. Audio description can be performed live with audio-described visits and tour tours or pre-recorded for audio guides. Audio description is a growing discipline, presenting the curricula for many bachelor's degrees involved in translation and interpreting. Consequently, there are many studies focusing on the benefits of this modality for translation training. For instance, some teachers and researchers have used film audio descriptions to promote linguistic competence in L1 and L2, intercultural competences, and obviously translator competence. However, most studies focus on film audio description and not on museum audio description, where literature is really scarce. Furthermore, the impact of this practice in terms of sustainability has not been addressed in literature. In this context, we are now trying to address this gap and offer an overview, maybe a proposal, of possible ways to promote sustainability in translation students through audio description. So, what is sustainability? Well, according to the 1987 Brundtland Report, sustainability means meeting the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. Initially focused on the ecological domain, this concept has expanded its meaning to include social and economic dimensions. These three pillars are called the triple bottom line. As we will see, their balance is fundamental to promote sustainable solutions. So, audio description is a tool to promote access to education in museums to a wide range of visitors, from those with visual impairments to migrants, children, or anyone interested in deepening into the visual details of the artworks. As a result, it has always been linked to social justice and social sustainability in terms of promoting accessibility and inclusion to culture. In order to illustrate the ways can audio description promote sustainable practices in our students, I have divided this presentation into five steps. All of them include aspects related to the triple bottom line. So first, promote universal design practices. This approach involves the active participation of people with disabilities in the creative process, ideally from the beginning. This will mean that our final product will have a higher quality and will not need further modifications involving further ecological and economic impacts. For instance, in the University of Granada, we usually contact some colleagues with visual impairment from the ONCE, the National Organization of People with Visual Impairments in Spain. They come with us to the museum and assess our audio descriptions. Second, raise awareness on disability. When our students need to write an audio description script, the first step is to delve into the world of people with visual impairments. It happens the same way when we translate a text for scientists. However, in this case, they need to be aware of the difference in sensory perception. This is always very motivating for students, daunting. In terms of social sustainability, this implies that our audio description allows our students to be for a day in the shoes of people with visual impairments. Third, filter validated information. When it comes to the creation of audio descriptions, our students are always warned about the dangers of relying on doubtful resources, or even worse, the dangers of censorship and self-censorship. If information is omitted or manipulated, especially in sensitive issues such as gender, disability, or even sustainability discourse, the audience could lose trust in the quality of audio description. 4. Reuse for wider audiences. In the class, we always highlight the fact that audio description can be useful for a wide range of visitors, not only those with visual impairments. Consequently, this practice of reusing audio descriptions for a wider audience can be particularly beneficial not only from a social standpoint, it can also reduce the ecological and economic impact since less resources are needed. And the last one, foster scientific dissemination. Audio description is not only about the promotion of culture and tourism. In fact, every museum is focused on a specific scientific domain. This means that our students, or audio describers, need to be aware of the cultural role in disseminating scientific knowledge about topics such as biodiversity or climate change in the case of science museums. So according to Sutton et al., every kind of museum can promote sustainability in their discourse. In conclusion, museum art description has an enormous potential as an educational tool to promote sustainability from various perspectives. Further research is needed to identify and quantify more sustainable practices in our students. As I have previously said, the main objective is to ensure that culture is accessible to all, promoting a more inclusive and sustainable society. Finally, I would also like to show the references and thank the organizing committee for granting me the possibility to share with you all this presentation. And here you can find my email if you need more details. Thank you very much.